Let us agree, without conceding, that female genital mutilation is a cultural practice or religious instruction and so therefore has to be upheld. But in agreeing, let us also take note of other tradition, cultural practices that has been expunged over the years because it violates human rights. Traditions like the killing of twins, the burial of kings with 7 heads. Let's talk about a whole lot of other cultures and traditional practices that has been expunged over the years because it violates human rights. Or should we just hold on to it because it affects just women? Should we continue to uphold a culture or tradition or religious instruction that hurt and endanger the lives of the same people that it was meant to protect? Today is the International Day of Zero Tolerance for Female Genital Mutilation, and I, Ada Oyebo, a corporate lawyer that is passionate about human rights and gender equality, is lending my voice in unison to that of other organizations, victims and survivors of female genital mutilation to say no to female genital mutilation in Nigeria and all over the world. Now, you might be wondering what female genital mutilation is. Female genital mutilation is the partial or total removal of any part of the external female genitalia for non-medical purposes. It violates the right to life, the right to dignity of human person, of these human and girls. It violates their right of privacy, and it is a criminal offense under the Violence Against Persons Prohibitions Act 2015. The first time I heard about female genital mutilation, the first thing that crossed my mind was, what is the big deal? There is no circumcision, and if there is no circumcision, what's the big deal with female circumcision or mutilation or cutting or whatever you choose to call it? We must really make a big deal out of everything that has to do with women, gender, girls, and all of that. But then, my perception took a wide shift when I started researching this practice. And then I learned about all the life-threatening complications that arise from this practice. And I was forced to ask why. Why are women meant to go through this? What justifies this? Is there anything we can hold on to say that this is a tangible reason why women should undergo this practice? And then from my research, I found reasons like cultural practice. Oh, it's the culture of our people. Religious instruction. Yes, some religion actually permits it. Oh, it curtails infidelity in women. And all the excuses that I saw, none justified this practice. None. Most of these women end up dead. Most of these women end up with complicated labor experiences because of this practice, going through pains, going through a lot of complications and psychological trauma simply because of this reason. And then I am forced to ask, a cultural practice or religious instruction that hurts and endangers the lives of those it is meant to protect, ought it not be expunged? If other traditional practices like burial of kings with human heads, like killing of twins, could be expunged, why do we hold on to this so much and so dearly as if our lives depend on it, when we know that it hurts, it demeans, it violates the lives of these women and girls? Female genital mutilation has zero benefits, but leads to a whole lot of life-threatening complications. That is why I am lending my voice with thousands and millions of victims and survivors all over the world to say no to female genital mutilation today. And one major misconception around this practice is that we always believe it is happening far away from us. The Easterners believe, oh, it must be the Northerners, and the Northerners believe it must be the Southerners. But the truth is, female genital mutilation is going on around us in different forms. It has to do with anything you're doing to the female genitals to make it to function the way it was not naturally created to function. And we all have to say no to this. Women are human beings, and human beings have rights. And if women are human beings and human beings have rights, then women have rights. And these rights has to be upheld and protected at all costs.